Lucas always said a man can carry a lot in one evening. I paid for a house that was not mine. I kept a secret that was not mine to keep. And I said quietly while someone called me the person everyone hates. And that was actually the easy part of my evening. Welcome back, Dark Wire. Get comfortable, maybe grab something warm to drink. If stories about family truth and the thing we don't say out loud mean something to you, go ahead and subscribe. Now let me tell you about that. Thanks given. I am Lekas, 71 years old. I have survived 41 Thanksgiving without anyone calling the police, which trust me is an achievement in my family. There was the 1987 incident with a broken chair and my cousin a bad temper. And the year my brother Dale brought a woman none of us had met, who turned out to be someone else's wife. We've had Jews, we've had shooting, but we always came back the next year. That's why I thought I understood people. Then there Brittany, my daughter-in-law, not a villain. That would be simpler. She's something more complicated by the end of this. You might even feel something for her. I did not accept to. She brought a casserole that year, sweet potato with marshmallows burned on top, like she forgot in the oven and decided it was good enough. They told me more about her than any conversation had. Around the table, everyone played their part. Derek carving the turkey like it owned him. Money. Carol sitting down store-bought rolls without a word of apology. Patricia talking fast, never holding one thought longer than 4 seconds. The grandkids laughing too loud at nothing, and Ryan, my son, sitting there quiet. That was the first sign. I just did not know it yet. We were halfway through dinner when Brittany set down her fork, leaned back, and said it loud enough for everyone. How does it feel to be the person everyone kind of hates? The room did not react right away. The candles kept flickering. Patricia froze mid-sip, her wine glass hanging in the air. Even the kids, Mason and Lily, went quiet at their table like they felt something shift. I looked at Ryan. He picked up his fork and said nothing. That silence, not her words, is what stayed with me because that's when I realized something was already broken and I had not even answered yet. I did not raise my voice, did not need to. I just set my wine glass down, slow and steady, and looked at Brittany like I was asking her to pass the salt. How would you feel? I said, if you found out today you were harmless. The word did not land right away. They just hang there. Ryan's face changed faster than I thought a face could. First confusion, then anger, then something close to panic, and finally fear. The kind you don't fake. Brittany laughed at first, a short cheap sound, but it stopped quickly because she saw my face, and something in it told her I was not joking. That's when the room went quiet again, not awkward, quiet, heavy quiet. If you are still here, make sure you subscribe because this is where people usually think they understand the story and this is where they are wrong. Hire something nobody tell you about keeping a secret for 8 months. It does not get lighter, it gets heavier. It started the morning after I found out. Direct call first, now hello, now good morning. He just straight into it, like he was already angry at me for something I had not said yet. I did not explain. I just told him to watch the pay attention over the next few days. Ryan called at 6:53 that morning. I remember that exact time because I started at the people while it rang. Let it go twice before I answered. To ring. To decide what kind of father I was going to be, soft or honest. I chose honest. When it all came out, I did not dress it up. I told them everything. I have been paying your mortgage since March. Silence. Cover your insurance gap in June. More silence. And the property tax in September. The one you did not mention. Ryan did not look at me. Could not. I am not asking for the money back. I said I needed you to see the number because you cannot fix what you refuse to look at. That's when Ryan finally spoke. Not to me. To Brittany. His voice sounded smaller than I had ever heard it. Because you married someone successful, I could not figure out how to tell you that he'll no longer exist. That's was the moment everything shifted. Brittany did not argue, did not defend herself. She just moved her chair from across the table to right beside him, and for the first time that night, they were on the same side. I did not call before I went. Monday morning, just after 9:42 miles of quiet road gave me too much time to think and just enough time to decide I was not going to warm them. Some conversation should not be rehearsed. I was halfway up the walkway when the door opened. Brittany stood there like she had not slept much. No makeup, hair pulled back without care. Wearing one of Ryan's old sweatshirt, sleeves too long for her hands. For the first time since I had known her, she did not look like she was trying to be anything. She just looked tired. Hi, she said, soft, careful. I nodded and walked in. Ryan was already at the table, sitting the same way he had on Thanksgiving, only now there was no race to hide inside. I took the paper out of my coat and placed it between them. No speech, no build up, just a number. 8 months of mortgage, insurance, tax, every dollar I had carried for them, written in plain ink. Brittany picked up, read it once, then again slowly. She did not say anything. Their silence came back. But this time it was not sharp, it was honest. If you have stayed with me this far, thank you. Stories like this don't mean much without people willing to listen. If it means something to you, go ahead and like and subscribe. It helps more than you think. I left them there at the table together, not fixed, not held, but finally looking at the same truth. The drive home felt longer. 42 miles gave a man time to remember things. I thought about Margaret, the way she used to say that love is not about making things easier, it's about standing still when things get hard. By the time I pulled into my driveway, I understood something I wish I learned sooner. The most important thing a parents can do is not protect their child from consequence, but stand close enough that when they arrive, the child does not face them alone. I went inside. The house was quiet, put on a little chairs, and for the first time in 8 months, the weight was gone.